Everyone, JT the Soccer Scholar here talking about match day 7 tonight for the GMC, and this is the boys soccer video. So let's get to it. Last week was jam-packed with games kind of all throughout the week, but Lakota East and Lakota West came to a 0-0 draw as both ended up being 10 men each for the final half. Then Mason, no trouble with the Big Blue, 10-0. The Comets got the victory. Sycamore with a big 2-0 victory over Fairfield. Oak Hills 2-0 over Middletown. Then on Thursday, Lakota East 3-0 over Princeton, and Lakota West with a 2-0 victory over Colerain to really kind of mix things up. Now, because of those results, this is how the GMC looks. Fairfield and Colerain both losing to Sycamore and Lakota West actually really benefits Mason because the Comets now sit all alone up there, 18 points. They have an 8-point span. Now, Sycamore has a game against Hamilton, same with East and West, I do believe, if I remember correctly, and that means that all three will get another matchup here to get themselves 2-6. So likely, no disrespect to Hamilton, but unable to pick up any points here. You expect that all three of them would get wins. That put them all at 11, but that's still meaning that's 7 points off the mark, and there's just 3 GMC match days. So it's all going to come down to results for tonight. Now, there are some big contests that are going to be in the mix. First of all, this one was last night, should say, but between Sycamore and Hamilton. And let's get to tonight's action. Colerain is hosting Lakota East. This one's going to be a very interesting one because the Thunderhawks obviously trying to jump up there, get themselves back into kind of a second place margin. But Colerain has had a really good season. They're going to be here at home. Defensively, they play very well. So it'll be interesting because both teams play fairly well defensively. We'll have to see if one of them can find that goal that they need to try and collect all 3 points. I'm actually going to go with, reminder, I get the home victory or the visitor victory or draw. I'm going to go with the Thunderhawks to get at least a draw in this one. Fairfield and Oak Hills. Obviously, Fairfield got slighted against Sycamore. Oak Hills picked up a big GMC win, though. I think that this is going to be a little difficult, though, for Oak Hills to go on the road and try and take on a Fairfield team that's hungry to try and get back on the right track. I'm actually going to go with the Indians here. Middletown and Lakota West. Look, Middletown, a team that just got beat by Oak Hills. Lakota West starting to get things going. Obviously, they're a little, they got the big 2-0 victory over Colerain following that 0-0 draw with Lakota West, Lakota East. But I'm taking the Firebirds here to collect all 3 points. Hamilton, Big Blue, and Princeton. This one is going to be Princeton going on the road and collecting the points here. And then this is the biggest one of the night. Look, Mason and Sycamore. If Mason gets all 3 points here at home, I think it's done. I haven't crunched the numbers, but with just 3 matches left for the Comets, it's do or die really for anyone else to try and put something up. And the problem is for everyone else, Lakota East, Lakota West, and Sycamore all drew each other. And then the Comets were able to handle business in that 1 week by beating Lakota West on the road 1-0, beating Lakota East at home 2-0. Now they get Sycamore here. And really, if they get the victory here, that would put them at 21 points. Even if Colerain and Fairfield both won, that would have 13 points. That's still a 8-point margin. With 2 matches, that's only 6 points. It's donezo. So Mason can win the GMC, I do believe, tonight with a victory here if they defeat Sycamore. And this is going to be an interesting battle here. Sycamore is going to go on the road and try and take it to the Comets. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to play a little bit more into the Aves draw victory, more of the draw. I think the Aves have the ability to go to Comet Country, maybe get a draw. But here's the situation, folks. Mason's going to know that they don't necessarily, need the win. Sycamore has to get the win, I think. A draw is not really going to help them in the battle here. So they have to get a win and then hope that the last 2 matches for the Comets go a little awry. It's going to be difficult, but I think Sycamore's going to have to go for it. Mason's going to be able to settle in and maybe get that counter strike, get that goal victory here. I'll play at least because Mason needs to be able to get a draw. They don't have to go for a goal per se. I will go with a Sycamore maybe draw. But Comets right now, who would have thought with 3 games going in to be in a beautiful spot here to win the GMC already? It's crazy how this has gone out.